Pioneer Electronics Asia Center. Right now I'll be introducing to you the new Pioneer DJ product is the DDJ T1 with the Tractor software. First I'm going to show you the back panel of the T1. They have the 40-inch master out. They have the RCA master out, and as well as they have the aux in. On the front panel, where basically you have the mic input, as well as you can switch it to auxiliary. So they have two auxiliary in this unit. On the right side is the headphone. You can use the mini jack or even the 40-inch jack. Now we're going to move to the mixer section of the T1. You have the browser rotary over here, the load button, as well as the favorites and tree button. What is mean by the favorite and the tree button? If you press the rotary browser, when you click it, you will go to your playlist. If you want to go your playlist over here, all you got to do is just click the tree button, move the browser. As you can see, I have some preparation that I made on the favorite section. This is the favorite section. This is the playlist. For the tree, is right over here. It's on the left hand side. If you want to browse around your folder, all you got to do is just click the tree button, the rotary browser. As you can see, you can go any part of the tree section. Back to the mixer. The mixer is a 4-channel mixer. You have the gain, high, mid, low. The FX button, they have two FX buttons, FX1 and FX2. The Q, the master button, as well as the sync button. They have a fader start as well for each individual channel. This is your cross fader. Well, for me, when I use the T1, I don't like to use the crossfader. So before I start using this, before I start using the T1, I have to make some adjustment on the computer. So what I normally do, I deactivate the crossfader by clicking A, C, B, and D. This is the way where I hate to use crossfader, so I deactivate it. Some of you might like it, some of you don't. But for me, I don't use crossfader when I use the T1. Another thing for the mixer side, as you know, there's no LED light for each individual channel, but you can use it on the screen. You need to activate it by clicking on the stop panel on the right. Make sure you use it for deck internal mixer. Then you can see the crossfader, the fader of each individual EQ whenever you touch it. If you don't want that, all you got to do is just click it again and use it the external mixer. But there's no guideline for you to see whether your track is louder for the other track. Now we move on to the deck section. Deck section, on the deck section A and C. Each deck section represents two decks, A and C. On the top panel of the deck is the FX. You got the FX1. The FX, you got two types of FX. One is the advanced, where basically when you choose any of your effects, you can use the rotary knob to have the hands-on on the effects. If you use the chain effects, if you use the chain effects, you can combine 3 effects at one time. On the bottom part of the effects is the needle search. The needle search is basically introduced to you by the CDJ 2900. This is almost similarity with the CDJ's 2000. The layout as well, as you can see, the drop down, the play pause button, the Q button, and the pitching. Another thing that you have on your deck section is the filter knob and the switch. You can on the filter or you can off it. Now we move on to the loop section. The two buttons of loop, in and out. The activate button, active, you can deactivate it. At this side, you can see there's 4 buttons. Actually, you can use 8 hot cue buttons. If you want to use the hot cue 1 to 4, or you got to press either this button. If you want to use the 5, 6, 7 and 8, you got to press the shift button and click one of these buttons. So the button 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to use the 5, 6, 7, 8, you have to press the shift followed by the number 5. As you can see, the drop dial is designed is similarity to the DDJ 400. The thing I like about the T1 is the deck on the left and on the right is almost the same. It's just that on the left hand side of the deck is to play your deck A and C. On the right side of your deck is to play B and D. And the top panel of the deck, you have the FX1 over the left side and FX2 on the right side. Now I'm going to start to show you how to use the T1 with the Tractor software. First, you just click the browser, choose which folder you want. So once you choose your track, all you got to do is just load to deck, whichever deck you want. At the moment I will choose to deck A, so I press the load A button. As you can see on the screen, the deck A has loaded the track. You want to choose another track. Click on the browser again. Turn the rotary and choose the track. Load B. So right now I'm going to play the track. I'm going to start to use the cue button. I'm going to find my first cue button. Click it number 1. The next one. I can use the needle search by just sliding the pad on this area. Put a finger on it. Once I found my cue, press the cue button number 2. My first cue, my second cue. If you want to start using the hot cue button 5, 6, 7 and 8, it's the same thing. All you got to do is just find which cue you want it to go. Press the shift button and click number 5. And if you think you want to delete the cue, there's this mode and delete button. All you got to do is just press this delete button and delete anyone you want. Either 1, 2, 3 or 4. If you want to delete number 5, 6, 7, 8, you have to press the shift button, delete, and whichever number you want, 5, 6, 7 or 8. The auto loop function, as you can see on the screen, this is the auto loop browser. You can just turn it from 32 to 132. The good thing about this auto loop is basically the auto loop itself is like the same thing like the DDJ 2000 with the record box. It will quantize for you automatically. Now this is the 8 loop beat, and I can play along with it to 4, 2, 1, even half. It's always activated. You're going to use the filter and just turn the mode. And just a gentle reminder, if you don't want to use the needle surge, make sure you activate this function button with a red light on it, so that whenever you start to use the FX, the loop or the Q button, you will not touch the needle surge. Because if you don't activate this function button, when you touch the needle surge, it will start jump to the last. If you touch the needle surge while you're playing, the track will start jumping, as you can see. So make sure if you don't want to use the needle surge, please press the function button. Make sure it's in red color. You have a key lock over here, tempo range. As you can see on the screen, when I press the move button over here, the move button, where basically you can see they have a big jump, loop in and loop out. You can adjust all this loop by using this button. The next one, if you press this again, is on the Q button. You can see on the Q button, I already have saved one of the hotkey button. For the grid function, you can't use it on the T1 at the moment, because for the grid button, it's like mapping your track. What do you mean by mapping a track? If you like to use the sync button before you play, you have to map all your tracks. The grid, make sure when you use the grid, please use it before you start playing with your T1. Do your mapping. Once all your tracks start do all your mapping, you can start playing all the sync button that you have in this mixer. Another thing about this DDJ T1, where basically if you want to do a mixtape for your friends or your family, and as well as if you want to use this in the club and record your set, there's a button where you have to click it. On the top right panel, there's a cassette tape. All you got to do is just click it, and you can see the audio recording section here. Make sure you adjust at the right volume, because if you adjust the wrong volume, the sound will be distorted. Press the record button over here, and it starts recording. If once you're done with the recording, or just press it again. Once you finish your recording, you need to go to your folder, the music folder, the tractor folder, recordings. This is the recording that I made. And just let you know, all recording is under a WAV file. And that's the features for the DDJ T1. Right now I'm going to start playing with the T1. I'm going to start playing for the 2 decks to 4 decks, playing the FX function, playing the loop, and all kind of function that they have in this T1. I'm going to start to choose the track. Loop to A. As you can see, I always put my BPM somewhere around 1 to 7. It's up to you, whichever BPM you like. This is my first hotkey button. And whenever you start a track, the master button will be automatically lit. I'm going to start to find another track and play with this. Choose another track using the 3 decks. Let's say I want to put that low C, deck C. Just click it. Make sure the button for the deck area is on C, not A. First click, set the BPM to same as the rest. Right now I'm using the deck C, so I can't use any of the deck A features. Effects. I use the filter. Remember, when you click the deck C, the function on this deck is only for deck C. If you want to use the deck A, make sure you use the A, but click the A deck. Now I can release the loop. As you can see, you have to remember if you play the deck A, the function for the deck A is only whenever you use the 4 decks, always remember when you press the deck A button, the function for the deck section is only applied for deck A. If you want to use deck C, you have to press deck C. Always remember that. It's applied the same thing as deck B and D. For the FX, they have lots of FX. Some of you know, some of you use tractor, so roughly have a rough idea what the tractor FX has in it. Once again, everybody, don't forget, if you use the deck A, make sure that you are concentrate only on the deck A. If you want to switch to deck C, please press the deck C. Then all the function will be on the deck C. This unit is not just being a DJ. You can even create your own kind of loops with effects. Start using it like a producer to create your own music. You can even plug in a microphone and start using as a live PA. So DDJ T1 is the same as the S1. You can see the laptop is sliding into the pocket right underneath the T1. You don't need to put your laptop on the right side, on the left side, or in front of you. All you got to do is just put underneath the unit, slide it in, and you can start concentrating the T1, the screen, and the crowd right in front of you. I'm Josh M. Hope to see you again. Goodbye.